Good morning, 10 percenters. This is Michael with Trading Escapes. You can find us at tradingescapes.com. It is Monday, September 10th. We have two stocks on watch. The gap scanner is very late this morning, so we've got a couple potential stocks to watch. We'll see how it plays out. FRED with a high pre-market high of 277, and FTech FTEC or K. We've looked at the daily charts. Pre-market levels have been marked off. And we've got about 7 minutes to the bell, so I'm going to put on the recording on pause and we'll be back at the bell. Okay, we're back. We have 15 seconds to the bell. Fred has taken a hard turn to the downside, which was the leading gapper and probably the most promising. It had a lot of volume pre-market, so it's probably getting shorted right now, which explains the drop. There's the bell, and we'll just see what happens. I would say we'd be very cautious this morning, especially with our loss on Friday and not seeing anything that really looks good this morning. Slight pull up on Fuse Tech there, or whatever it is, Fuel Tech. We'll let the first minute play out. Added another gapper, AFMD, but it's didn't get a chance to mark off levels, and it's looks pretty flat. Had some aftermarket action. Pre-market, it looks very flat. Do have a signal here on. There's the close of the first minute. Just breaking that level, 266. Lots of volume in there. That 1 minute candle's got 1.5 million shares of volume so far. Maybe we're looking at the break over 70. As you can see, it's pointing down pretty hard right now. Another signal flashing there. Pull up on the RSI. Got to remember it's a lagging indicator, so it shows us some momentum, some strength coming back in, but we also need some other verification. It's hitting VWAP. It's trying to break over VWAP, come back up over the 13 EMA. We have 200,000 shares on this next candle. Remember, we're running two minute candles here. The 2-minute candles are primarily for the indicators. May change that in the future, but right now that's how we have it set. Lots of sellers stacking up. It's going to pull back down here. Buyers coming back in. It's going to drive it up. I don't know if it's going to be able to pop over that EMA. FTech is just breaking down. I've got it over on another chart. This is what it's looking like. A little pull up here on AFMD. Hesitant to pull the trigger on it. I haven't looked at it. I haven't looked at the daily charts. Let's look at the daily chart real quick. Look at that gap. Okay. Looks like it's just trying to break down to previous levels to me. I think going long on that right now is pretty dangerous. All right, so back to Fred. Fred, we basically had a third of the volume in this second candle here. It's pulling up over VWAP. Lots of sellers stacked up. And I still don't think we're even close to having to trade until we get over 70. Now it's going to jump up there a little bit. All right, got an order set for 70. We'll see what happens. It's pulling back down. As you can see, it came right up to 69 and broke back down. And we're going to cancel that order. All the sellers stack up. They got bought right. They got bought right up. Got another one hitting the momentum scanner here. Let's take a look at RMGN. Okay. What I'm looking for is that crack over 70 and a possible break over a pre-market high. Make a well, we're trading 1,000 shares this morning, and so looking for a profit of somewhere around $100. You can see the volumes failing here though. We were at 280. This candle, this first 2-minute candle here, it came in at 1.7 million. We're at 200,000, which is plenty of volume, but relative to what we were trading before or seeing before, it's really bad. Now let's change to the 5-minute chart just to get a feel. All right, so we hit a pull up here. It's pulling back. That 270 level is feeling okay about it. Let's see what happens. We're 7 minutes in. Big seller stacked up here at 60, kind of keeping us below that level. Looking for this dump 120,000 shares on us. FTX having a little bit of a run up. Hit that 13 EMA. There's a big spread here. I'm not really too hype on getting in. The volume is 25,000. It's very light. just really jumping all over the place. I'm not too interested in taking a trade on that. Not seeing a whole lot this morning. Seeing this pullback here on Fred. We can look at a jump over 53, but you know, right at that level, we have the VWAP, the 50-day, the EM, 13 EMA. It's just a very crowded level, so our entry point was at 270, and as you can see, we came up to 269 and could never get enough momentum to break over that 270 level. We are 10 minutes into the first 30 of the morning. See a little action happening here on AYTU. Nice steady pull up this morning. It's got up to 20. Pre-market charts pretty weak. Got Fred on. I'm watching another chart here to the side, making sure don't miss something. Spread's a little big here. I mean, we're about 6 cents. It's not too bad. I'll bring Fred back up. It's consolidating. It's a 1 minute chart. It's consolidating, pulled back. No, not a whole lot going on. 12 minutes in, almost half the morning's gone. Gevo had a nice pull up this morning. Cracked pre-market high. Ran up about 10 cents. Gevo's pulling back down. Breaking back down again. Yeah, so let's just look what we had here. So could have got into Fuel Tech on this signal right here, and this is why I use the 2-minute charts is for this signaling. We had a signal here on Fred, signal here on Fred, signal here on Fuel Tech. I'm getting bad about not trading my signals. Really, good or bad, I'm spending a lot of time trading the price action of these picks. The price action is not been just has not been good in the last several weeks. I may have to go back to start trading signals again. This would have been a good entry here. This would have been a fine entry. I mean, this pulls up 50, a good 10 cents. If we could get 10,000 shares in there, that's $1,000. So. Yep. Well, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd have a lot of money this morning. We'd be racking in the dough. Have $1,000 there, $1,000 there. Flying to Ireland to get a Guinness. Oh well. Sometimes the best position to be in is no position. So we're not red, we're not green. We could pop into a trade for 5 seconds and make $10 and be green for the day if we wanted to. We have a potential setup for another indicator here. The problem with it is I don't trust the indicators quite so much. By the time we're 17 minutes in, momentum's kind of died down. These stocks are trading kind of out of norm. That's why they're on the gap scanners. They've gapped up. They're doing things that they don't usually do, and that continued play might play out for the first minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, but the later you get in the day, the more it's going to start to act like it does normally. I'm just not seeing anything. We'd have been better off trading JNUG this morning on this signal right here. All right, 18 minutes into the morning. Get delayed data here. Must be an Amex stock. I don't have real-time data set up on Amex. Oracle is setting up for a reversal here. Excuse me. Higher price stock. All right, we got a signal on Fred, but like I said, all right, we got a signal on Fred. How far do we think this is going to pull up? Maybe it's going to pull up from and hit VWAP again, maybe 5 cents. All right, we jumped into Fred. See what we can make happen here. See if we can't get a pop up. Sellers are coming in hard. See if we can buy through them. May make a run. Trying to buy through all these sellers here. Oh, we got a big buyer here. You see the sellers coming in, but you see them. You see this. We want to see it tick down. We want to see these sellers get bought. Right now, we're just in a holding pattern. Hopefully, we don't. This isn't a good trade. This is just something that's happening now to us. We've gotten in. It didn't go our direction. We're hoping maybe we can get back up to break even and get out of this thing. It's moving way too slow on us. Maybe we'll have a fade up, but like I said, this isn't a fade up situation. This is a fade down situation. So I guess we'll think optimistically here. Yeah. All right, so down $41 on that. We are 22 minutes into the first 30, 23 minutes. Down $41. Keep in mind we're trading with small size, 1,000 shares. So $41 is, in normal size is more like $410. So not a position I want to be in. Just taking a look at BLPH here real quick. Hmm. Huge jump up there. I think we're gonna end. I think we're gonna end there. Just not seeing anything I want to be a part of right now. I think we're not in the 10%. We are in the 90 and down $41 on the day on Fred, FRED. We'll see. We'll see if we, play out some other strategies this later in the day. We got another pull up on Fred here. Back in. Right, we're here to trade, so we got the signal. Let's see what happens. Break over this 50 EMA would be nice. Huge seller coming in, 300 and some thousand. If we see them get bought up, if we see this number start to drop, we see it get bought up, and boom, there's just another huge seller. It never gives us a chance to put the buying pressure on. There's just one huge seller after another. The buyers are coming in, the buyers are buying it up, but not at a rate high enough. Now we got a little bit of a spread here. You see, as soon as we get up to that level, we hit a 300 some thousand share seller. And boom, hits it again, right there at that 38 level. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit of a pop. What the hell? All right, we took profit on that. We hit that 13 EMA resistance. We'll just have to let it play out. I mean, this might be a slow grind up. We've got our stop set for break even. We could dump it and take all the, take our profit back right now, but we're not gonna get anywhere doing that. The 13 EMA is now seems to be the new level. We pop up there to 44, it bounces off. I would want to see it break through there rather quickly. Not this bounce up, grind back down, bounce up. There we go. So pop up. This is, no stress. We're just watching it. Is he going to stop us out, or we're going to take some more profit? Probably, but my biggest question right now is: do we take profit? Do we take all our profit under VWAP? Is it gonna pull through there, or should we just get, if it happens to pull over the EMA? This is where you fight that urge to be green. We could get in there and try to stop out and get a couple dollars profit just to have a green day. But that's not what we're here for. Being green on the day is great, but being in the 10% is about being profitable overall. We had a huge buyer come in down there at 35. Just grinding against that 13 EMA. We are 1 minute past the first 30, so we're 31 minutes in. If we can break that EMA, then our new stop becomes just below it, and we'll wait to see if it pulls up more. Still holding 16,600 shares. Stopped out. So down 1970 for the day. Definitely calling it. That's it. Hope everybody is, besides me, is in the 10% this morning, and we will talk to you next time. Have a great day.